What's up, everybody? This is Tempest, and for those of you who don't know, the North American LCS 2017 Summer Split is starting this Friday, and I'm pretty excited about it. I know you guys are excited about it, and I looked at the lineups that should be all but finalized, unless something crazy happens and someone falls in front of a bus. I'm pretty sure that the lineups will be the same. And I did a little ranking of what I think the standings will be at the end of the summer split. And I'm going to go through my ranking and explain why I think that. Alright, first off, number 1, TSM. First thing, I don't like TSM. I'm annoyed that they always win and that no one is good enough to beat them. But I mean, look at their fucking roster. It's the same one that they had last summer. They brought Double Lift back, and they kicked Wild Turtle. Good move. Double Lift's better than Wild Turtle. I think that Haunter is definitely getting really good now, and this could be like a legitimate three-threat team with Haunters, Double Lift, and Bjergsen. I know Sven's Garen's probably like the most iffy one because he randomly ints and shit. And Biofrost is like steady Eddie, but not super good. So I think this will still be enough to win. I'm assuming Double Lift is still in good form, but I think this is the best team. All right, moving on to Cloud9. Cloud9 are not changing anything, looks like. Impact, Contracts, Jensen, Sneaky, Smoothie. And I believe they're still going to do the thing where they switch Ray out and Impact. I think that's really smart. It basically allows them to diversify their strategies because Impact is like a tank player and Ray is like a carry player. So it looks. I think they were sort of like doing it on like whatever side, sort of like based on what side they started. Because I know they swapped Impact and Ray a lot during the TSM series. But yeah, we'll have to see. I really don't think that they'll be able to beat TSM just because TSM has Double Lift again, and they lost to TSM when they had Wild Turtle. I feel like they'll probably lose to TSM when they have Double Lift. That's just me. I think all these players are pretty good. If they can figure out the whole Ray Impact thing, and that gets better. And I guess Contracts is kind of a question mark because he's still pretty new. I think Sneaky is going to be like pretty average to good. And it's basically, for me, it's like up to Jensen and Smoothie and Contracts to like pop off. And maybe Ray. I don't know. But I don't think, basically other than TSM, I feel like this team, since they didn't change anything and they were already pretty fucking good, I feel like they're going to stay pretty fucking good. So, that's that. Next, I think Counterlogic Gaming will finish in third. They got Darshan, Dardoch, Huhi, Stixay, and Afro. So basically they traded Xmithy for Dardoch. And Dardoch was like hard carrying Immortals from what I could tell. So hopefully, so this is sort of like a superstar trade, I guess, because like CLG, like none of these guys are like fucking amazing. The closest was probably Afro, but he's not as good as he used to be. And now they've got Dardoch, who's, going to spice things up for sure. I know Dardoch is like a flamer and shit. I don't really know if he's gonna gel well with the team or not. I feel like it could be a volatile trade. Like, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I hope it goes well. I honestly do. I like CLG. But basically, I think last split CLG finished 4th below P1, Cloud9, and TSM, and they were knocked out in the playoffs. Maybe a bit of an upset. FlyQuest reverse sweep them. So I think CLG should be better, but I don't think they'll be like that much better because I think they're gonna have to sort of figure out how Dardoch's gonna work in the team and like what he's gonna do. Because basically he's gonna have to. I feel like he will. What he'll do is he will like camp the fuck out of Darshan and get Darshan fed, and then work the top half of the map. I think that's what's gonna happen. But I don't think that'll be enough for them to be better than Cloud9 or TSM. So I'm putting them at third. Moving on to P1. Looks like they didn't really change anything. I think they got rid of stunt move, but they're sort of like alternating between stunt and shady already. So basically, they got Zig, Inori, Ryu, Arrow, Shady, and Meme Lord Meteos riding the bench. Yeah, so basically, I think now CLG would have the potential. I still think P1 is going to be a solid team. I think the Zig guy, I think he's probably pretty underrated. I think like Ryu and Arrow are powerful, and Nori's pretty okay. But as far as NA talents go, I think this Zig guy could really might be an up and coming player. It seemed like he was pretty solid by the end of last split. I don't know where the fuck he came from, honestly. Like, I think he's just secretly been on this team for a while. Like, this team, the thing about P1 is P1 used to be fucking terrible, and then they got Ryu and Arrow, and I was like, okay, they got Ryu and Arrow, they're probably going to be, like, decent. But I didn't expect it to be this good. So it's like, all right, Ryu and Arrow are your superstars that you're bringing in from Korea, but then it's like, all right, so who are the other fucking three people? It's like your support's a rookie, and your jungler and top are other sort of unknown. I mean, I guess Inori is famous for when he solo killed Bjergsen on that fucking Rengar game. And I know Inori is pretty good at like carry junglers, which is in meta, so that's good. But yeah, and then it's like, all right, who the fuck is this Zig guy? Like, he's just kind of been hanging around for a while, and maybe he's getting better. I don't know, but I think Dardoch going to CLG probably maybe puts them a nose above P1 at this point. But I still think P1 will still probably be pretty good. So they're fourth, and then next is FlyQuest. They're fifth. I actually think FlyQuest. All right, this is a bit of a spicy opinion. I think so. FlyQuest. Not to get ahead of myself, they've got Balls, Moon, High, Wild Turtle, and Lemonation. So basically, they replaced Alltech, who's I guess on the bench, with Wild Turtle. I think this is going to make the team worse. Unpopular opinion. I know Turtle used to play with High and Balls and Lemon way back in the day, but I think Wild Turtle is a fucking idiot, and I don't know if he's going to fit in with the team as well, because I know High is sort of like the mastermind who sort of moves his puppets around the map and tells them what to do, and I feel like Wild Turtle is just going to fuck it all up. But that said, I don't really. I think they're going to be worse. But if you look at the people I already mentioned, TSM, Cloud9, P1, CLG, I feel like that's almost like a tier to itself. And then I look at the other teams that could also potentially be better than FlyQuest, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. So I think this team will be a little bit worse, but they're still good enough to be fifth. So that's where I put them. Moving on, sixth, Dignitas. I don't think they changed. Oh no, they got Someday, Chaser, Keen, Laud, and Big. So they benched Xpecial for Big, and Big used to be on Echo Fox, and he was pretty fucking terrible. So I don't know why they did this. I think that I don't think Xpecial is anything special. Haha. I don't think he's anything special either. So like the whole Big thing is like, yeah, yeah, I guess that's a thing, but I don't really see it being. Maybe it'll make them a little bit worse, but I actually think the Dignitas will be like a little bit better, because I feel like if they figure out this whole like Someday and Chaser thing, like integrating well with the rest of the team, then it's like, all right, then they could potentially be pretty kick-ass, but I don't have faith that that'll happen, so I'm putting them as sixth still. I think they finished sixth last split, which sounds about right. So I think I'm just leaving them there in sixth. I think this team is good enough to make playoffs, but not too much else. All right, moving on to 7. Team Liquid. Okay, here we fucking go. So they got Lorlo, Rainover, Golden Glue, Piglet, and Matt. And I guess the Link's on the bench. I don't know if they even use Link. But this team did some bonkers stuff last split, where they had Piglet in mid, and they had Young Bin, this fucking nobody who came in and was their sub AD, and then they got rid of Golden Glue, and then they got Double Lift to replace Young Bin, and then I don't know what the fuck was going on with this team. I feel like this team should be better than 7th, but this was the lineup they had when they started having a lot of problems, and what's getting fixed here? Like, I think Golden Glue is like not that good. I think Matt is. I actually don't think any of these people are that good except for Rainover and maybe Piglet. That's my problem. I think Lorlo is fucking overhyped. I think Matt is fucking overhyped, and I think Golden Glue is just maybe not fantastic. I think Rainover is pretty good, but he had a pretty iffy split last time, and I don't know. Piglet's been playing mid, so now he's back in AD, so I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen here. I'm optimistic. This is an optimistic thing for me because I feel like there is some talent here, but it's like, how is this all going to fit together and work, and what the fuck are they going to do? Like, I feel like the onus is on Golden Glue since he's coming back to sort of like be not as shitty as he was before, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm saying 7th. Yeah, I could see this team going to the playoffs maybe, but not get terribly far. But I'm putting them behind Dig, so they're basically in the neutral zone. Where they're not going to playoffs, but they're also not getting relegated until they figure out what the fuck's going on with this team. All right, Immortals. I think I already mentioned this briefly, but basically Dardoch and Xmithy traded, so it's Flame, Xmithy, Pobelter, Cody Sun, and Ole Ole. Yeah, I think Immortals is also one of those teams that definitely. All right, this team. I feel like this team losing Dardoch that's gonna fucking suck for these guys. But I think that there's like enough. Like I feel like Flame. I mean, you look at Flame and like Ole. Like these guys are Korean. I don't know about Ole, but I mean Flame should be just going the fuck off in NA. Maybe Xmithy. I mean Xmithy and Pobelter used to play together on CLG, so maybe they're gonna be a bit of a duo. This Cody Sun guy is like brand new rookie. Apparently he started off. Apparently he improved a lot over the split, is what people have been telling me. I didn't really see it, but I think this team is good enough to stay at a bottom two. But they lost Dardoch, so they're not really going anywhere. Anyways. All right, number 9 is Echo Fox. Let's see. They've got Looper, Acadian, Froggen, Keith, and Gate. I don't think that this bot lane is very good. I think Froggen is like pretty good, but not really as good as he used to be. And I think Acadian, once he couldn't just spam Kha'Zix. I used to think Acadian was really good, but over the split he was just kind of like And then Looper, I don't really know what to say about Looper. But this team finished like 7th or 8th last split, and I think they're not. I'm putting them like. I guess I put Team Liquid above them, but yeah, I mean this team's either 8th or 9th probably, so I just went with 9th because I think Immortals has a better shot at it. Yeah, I don't have much to say. This team doesn't seem to fucking cohese itself well together, and this bot lane is just fucking garbage in my opinion. All right. And now we have, last and certainly least, Envy. I think Envy will get a little bit better because they got rid of Ninja, so how could it possibly get worse? I was told they're using like Pyrian and this Niski guy as sort of a duo. Here it says Pyrian's at the starting lineup. So it's Seraph, Lyra, Pyrian, Apollo, and Hakuho. I think all of these people are bad except for Lyra and maybe Pyrian. No, I don't think. Seraph plays like carries and doesn't carry. Apollo and Hakuho are just kind of like, they just don't really do anything, and then Pyrian doesn't really do anything. So it's up to Lyra to save the day and avoid getting actually relegated, but I could see this team maybe being as good as 8th, but I just have the least faith in this team. So I put them as last. So to go through it again, number 1, TSM. Number 2, Cloud9. Number 3, CLG. Number 4, P1. Number 5, FlyQuest. Number 6, Dig. Number 7, Liquid. Number 8, Immortals. Number 9, Echo Fox. Number 10, Envious. Pretty similar order to how I'm basing it a lot off of how the standings went last split too. and it's kind of the same with like a few edits. Because I feel like the lineups didn't shake up too much, and the big moves that did happen, like Double Lift coming back, it's like, well, they're just going to be better, and they're going to be in first. And Counter Launch Gaming got a little better. I think Liquid will hopefully do better, and then everyone else is kind of about where they were. So, yeah, that's my not very expert opinion, but we'll see how it shakes out, and maybe I'm going to be 100% right. So I doubt I'm not. I bet I'm not going to be 100% wrong. If that happens, I don't know what I'll do. Getting skunked. I'll do something crazy. I'll upload a video of me with purple hair or something. I don't know. But, alright, yeah, that's my rankings. Tempest out.